Charlie Parsons, Fight Hub TV. Delighted to be joined here in Jeddah, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, with Sky pundit, former cruiserweight world champion, Mr. Johnny Nelson. Johnny, first things first, how are you?
I'm good. Jeddah's actually it's pretty cool. It's weather's unbelievable. Vibes. You can see the fans slowly but surely getting in. So I'm looking forward to Saturday night.
Let's jump straight into it, because I didn't catch up with you yesterday, but oh my god, what a fun day of content surrounding your name. You must, I know you don't walk on eggshells, but it's quite funny really. Starting off with the Anthony Joshua comments, which have gone round absolutely everywhere, saying look, if he loses it, he may well retire. We did actually ask AJ in the scrum itself what he thought of the comments, and he said look, I get it, it's the pressure of the event. Eddie Hearn and others maybe not perhaps understanding it. In what way do you think if AJ loses this fight, it's the end?
So first of all, I didn't say Anthony Joshua should retire if he loses. What I did say was, if Anthony Joshua loses, because of the style of fighter he is, I was asked what does Anthony Joshua do if he loses. If you ask Anthony Joshua this question, his reply is going to be, I'm not even having that conversation, I'm thinking it. I'm here to answer questions, so when asked that question, in my opinion, with my point of view and my mentality is this. When I was world champion, I believed I was the best fighter in the world. If I'd have lost to somebody and I had a rematch clause and I knew I could fix that wrong and get the in the rematch and have the rematch like Anthony Joshua was doing, but if I lost, then my drive, my ambition, my hunger would have changed priority, because I then knew somebody was in my division that was better than me. I said Anthony Joshua doesn't seem to be the sort of guy that is happy to be a backing dancer, happy to be an also run, happy to be that a gatekeeper of anybody. So it wouldn't surprise me if he said, you know what, I've given it my all, there's somebody out there that's better than me, and so therefore I've got to think about what I'm doing, where I'm going. And that's what I do. Okay, wouldn't it be that word for word? What I'm saying is, you understand what I'm saying. The problem is clickbait. You know, it gets the headlines, but if you listen to the interview, it's. I'm basically saying this guy's got far too much pride. This guy has got so much confidence. Remember, he's signed a deal for his next few fights, or whenever, to the end of his career with his own, which means he's not thought twice about if he loses or not. So when I ask the question, the answer is, well, I can't see him wanting to exist in a division where there's no end goal. That's what anybody would do. That's what I do anyway. Okay, the likes of Dave Chisora are happy to be the kind of fighter where he's a prize fighter, I want to go in there for the money, you know, and he makes it quite clear, and he's happy to be that guy. I just don't think AJ is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But look at it this way. Deontay Wilder is now talking about coming out of retirement. Thinking about fighting again. And that's because allegedly Tyson Fury, the guy that's beat him 3 times, twice officially, has retired. So what if Tyson Fury's back on the mix again, and Deontay Wilder's thinking, well, where's my drive? Can I be the best in the world? Because that guy will always be able to beat me. He's proved it. So it changes your mindset, especially if you earn the kind of money that Wilder's made, or the kind of money AJ's made. So I understand initially, if Eddie listened to the whole interview, he'd understand where I'm coming from. But I also understand that it would suit the situation if no matter what, win or lose, AJ boxes on. When I'm talking from a fighter's point of view, I'm talking from an ex-champion's point of view. And that's an opinion. That's my opinion. It doesn't mean it's fact. So not at one point did I say Anthony Joshua should retire if he loses.
Okay, right. Let's move on to Olexandr Usyk, who had an You're just pissing everyone off, Johnny.
I forgot about that. I'm walking around, there's a red dot following me, I'm moving around. So another one. So in regards to Usyk, now, I'm old enough to be Usyk's dad.
Right, can I just quickly butt in? Can you explain to me, right, because we've heard a few takes before. I remember, was it the James Tennyson?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that.
Right. I'm going to ask you here on the spot, because I've never asked you myself, is Usyk an average southpaw? Really?
Right. Usyk is an outstanding fighter. As a southpaw, right-hand lead, as a southpaw, he's not a Pernell Whitaker. He's not a Prince Nassim Hamid. He's not a Manny Pacquiao. But he's a very good, outstanding fighter. So when you're talking as a southpaw, you know, the ultimate southpaws are the guys you avoid like the prey because you can't touch them. They're left, right, they're leading around. And that's what I'm saying. There's a difference. I'm not saying this guy's not a good fighter, because he is a good fighter. Come on. So the devil's in the details.
He's a pound for pound. Do you not think he is one of those, though?
Again, you're not listening to me. As a southpaw, I'm saying he's an outstanding fighter. But as a southpaw, I wouldn't say, oh my God, this guy's an unbelievable southpaw. He's a very good fighter, an outstanding fighter. But as a southpaw, the southpaw style, there are more skilled, outstanding, skilled southpaw. You think, well, yeah. You compare it, look at it. If that's what you're going to do, look at it. Look at southpaw, you think, oh yeah, I get that. Now Usyk's a wicked fighter, an outstanding fighter. But as a southpaw, remember, there's a difference. And so that's number one. Number two, when asked about Usyk, would you beat Usyk? I believe in my day, yes, I would have done. Usyk was in a great position to be in the Super Series and have a chance to unify the belts. If I was given that opportunity, I believe I would have done it myself. This is subjective. This is my opinion. When I was the cruiserweight champion, I believed I was the best cruiserweight in the world. So I'm not saying let me get him with Usyk and I'll beat him. I'm old enough to be his dad. So what happens is when people take the headlines and throw the headline out, instead of people doing their homework and looking at what was actually said, maybe my use of the English language is probably a little back to front. But what I'm saying to you is, it's just people are getting gassed when they're not doing their homework and actually listening. Actually hearing.
And then just finally from me, the comments he made yesterday when Umar brought it up in an interview, the average southpaw, he said, where is he? I want to fight Joshua and afterwards Johnny can get in the ring with me. So now do you feel like you've got a bit of a bounty from K2 on your head?
Well, you know what, I don't know if AJ's upset with what I said, Eddie's upset with what I said, and Usyk's upset with what I said, so maybe I'll try and find somebody else to upset to get the four of them, but but the devil's in the detail, and sometimes what you do is you talk from experience, and I'm doing my job. If you ask me a question, I'm going to give you my truth. And like it or not what I say, you've got to respect that. Whereas most people will tell you what they think you want to hear or what they think everybody else is saying. That's not me, never has been me. So when you say company man, make your mind up. Make your mind up. It's about having an opinion. And if my opinion doesn't suit your narrative, I'm sorry, but that's just how it rolls.
I will just add one more in that I've just thought of. Obviously, a lot of questions yesterday, I didn't ask it myself, but a lot of people were saying, is it going to be awkward between Sky and Matchroom? Eddie has said absolutely not, but obviously he did, react to your comments, but like you say, once again, he hadn't seen all of the comments.
But listen, what are we here for? We're here for AJ against Usyk. And how has this managed to steal the headlines for a day? You guys stop for something to talk about. But in regards to Matchroom and Sky, this isn't our business. We're guys on the ground. The business is the guys in the offices. It's show business. Our job is to put the show on. The business is done in the offices. So if there is a beef, it isn't on the ground. As far as I know. In the offices maybe, but I can't answer that. I'm not there.
Have you had an interaction with Eddie so far this week?
Any what?
Any interactions with Eddie this week so far?
We were getting in the lift together and I was going down and he was going up, so we changed lifts. But Eddie's cool, man. He's all right. He's all right.
Cool, Johnny. Thank you very much for your time. See you throughout the week.
No problem.